Hello, welcome back to the Longevity Gamer. I was sick with COVID for a while, so it's been a week or more since I made any videos. I hope I've fixed my volume problem a little bit here. And yeah, I have another project, another AI coding game dev project. So let's get right into it. And this one is called Tic-Tac-Toe Evolution. So I had a couple days that I was sick, but I still did some work on these, and I had this idea for basically a two-player tic-tac-toe game. It starts out very simply. Two players can play it on one screen, but to make this a challenge, like a challenging game dev project, the tic-tac-toe game will change the rules a little bit based on player choices of picking different random rules, which are kind of dealt out like cards. So I think this is a good way to add procedural content, kind of semi-procedural content into the games. And I want to see how it goes. So let's try to code it here. I made a game description here, document. This is on day 7. So today we're going to do day 8. I'm going to take this description and we're going to try to code it up using Cursor. And I just got the Cursor Pro subscription because I'm pretty sure the quality was going way down before when I was using it. So I was probably rate limited by the APIs, is my guess. So I got the $20 a month subscription for Cursor because I did find it to be very useful, and I like VS Code a lot, and I'm pretty sure it's built on VS Code. Okay, so let's take let's just tell it what we want here. Prototype. Prototype the game description in day 7, and put the code in day 8. And put that in folder day 8. Use Pygame and focus on let's see, on making a solid foundation for the project first. Don't add all the features yet, just the basics, and structure it in a way that we can extend later. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so it's creating requirements, settings.py, game state. Board. Modifier system. Let's kind of read this a little bit while we're waiting here. I did spend a while chatting with, I think it was ChatGPT 03, in order to create this game document. And we chatted about the pros and cons of different kinds of modifiers for a while, which is why we focused on these categories of modifiers: move modifiers, board modifiers, and win condition. Actually, I'm not sure. The win condition modifiers, those were the ones I actually decided that I think these are not so good to start with. So this may actually be an older design document than the one that I thoroughly thought through, or more thoroughly. Okay, so it's actually trying to test the game now. I made a README as well. And actually, maybe I can get my brother to play this game with me. That would be cool. Let me message him. Let's see, after I get it to work, I'll message him and see if he can come over. Okay, did it? It's still, waiting for approval. Okay, open terminal. Sure. Okay. Perfect. Imports are working. That is so nice that it does that automatically. Run. Demo to extend. Show how to extend it. Okay. Not sure exactly what that means. Let's read it a little bit. Demonstrate modifier usage. Reverse win. What is, okay. Reverses the normal win condition. Players must avoid getting 3 in a row to win. Cool. Does it actually check for a win? Corner win. Oh, marks in all 4 corners. That seems like a strange, I guess if you could predict that beforehand and then switch the win condition, then you would win. But that doesn't feel very fun, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that would be fine. So what's it doing now? Running a terminal command. Okay. Let's move that one to the background. All right. Next steps for full implementation: add 100 plus unique modifiers. Okay. Animation, sound effects, difficulty. Okay, so let's try running. Let's try running it. Let's got this. So let's check out the structure here. Copy path. All right, and we want to, I think we have the requirements, just play the game. Let's see, game. Tic-tac-toe evolution, here we go. 2 players take turns placing X and O. First to 6 rounds wins. Okay, click anywhere, but it doesn't start. How about any keys? No. Okay, looks like a great start, but it does not do anything. So let's ask it why. Okay, so we'll accept all here. I tried to play the game. Okay, so the game ran, but when I tried to click to begin a new game, nothing happened. Let's see what it thinks about that. I see the issue. Mouse click handling. Okay. Let's add some debug output. Okay, so I did tell it to create a solid foundation. So actually focusing on bug fixing was not something I specified first, which is actually fine, I think. But let's see if we can fix this now. Okay, what does it want? Yeah. Okay. Phase transition. Debug output. Okay. So current is X, around 1 out of 10. Okay, we're gonna go here. And let's see. Oh, so in here we get the, well, let's move this over here. And that, let's say O goes here, X goes here, O goes here. And we're just playing a normal game, I believe. X goes with here, X wins. Okay, continue. All right, oh, look at this. So random, after each move, place an additional mark in a random, oh, I see, I like that one, yeah. Board expansion, increase board size by 1. Oh, that one's very random. Let's do this one for sure. Okay, it has a list of active modifiers. That is cool. Okay, so X goes first again. O is gonna go here. Okay, so X can go here. O. X wins again. Oh, 1. Wow. Okay. But it didn't actually extend the board. Okay, so we need to make sure we'll have it verify that the modifiers are actually working. Let's do double move now. So let's see. Not doing any double moves. But okay. We get a tie. Diagonal only. Okay, so round 4 out of 10. There was a tie, so it didn't add. Okay, let's do all the rounds here. I'll play randomly. Obviously, I didn't implement the random adjacent yet. Or the, okay. X wins, okay. X 6 wins. All right, but this is a great foundation, I would say. Okay, so we'll have O win this time. And this is the last round. We'll let O win. Okay. X504. Perfect. Click to play again. Let's see if it reset the modifiers. Random adjacent. I think it did. Cool. I would say that's a successful foundation. Now, yeah, we'll accept all those. All right. This is looking like a great start. Now, can we implement the current modifiers, such as the board extending one, so that they actually modify the board when chosen. It already, it looked at the Python output. That is so cool. Yeah. And the other thing I would say is it has a little issue with the UI overlapping. Which I could tell it about and see if it can fix that. Some of the text was overlapping on the modifiers, especially. So what is it doing? Modifier system, double move it's doing as well. Board expansion, double move, random adjacent. Interesting. Let me check current content. Defined. Update game. Update UI. So it's actually verifying its own work now, which is so useful. Okay, so run a test. Oh, so it's just having me test it. Okay. Okay, let's, so it ran something. Okay, so this should be a normal game. X1. Okay, so how about this board expansion? Nope. Okay, so it needs some work still, but let's do the work. Let's see if we can get it to do the board expansion, because that one I think is really fun. I'm excited to do that. All right. So it has this test. But I don't know. Okay, let's see. Fix the import issues. Okay, go ahead. All modifier tests passed. That's interesting. Okay, so now it thinks it's done. So I'm going to actually ask it to, if the test did not work, then I want it to fix its test, because that would be really useful. But because I think the test does not work, but maybe one of these will work. Okay, so the board expansion didn't work. That crashed. Oh. Okay. Let's call that not working. But let's try the other ones. Okay, X1. Let's do random adjacent. Oh. Oh. Okay. So if we have that. Okay, let's see if we get this. Only diagonal win should work. Yeah, so that is not a diagonal win. So nobody can win now. It's a tie. So that's actually 2 out of 3 tested are working. Double move. Okay, so yeah, but it's still no win. No one can win. Yeah, so it's just a lot of ties. But 3 out of 4 are working. This one is not working. It's just wow. 3 out of 4 of the mods are working. The one that is not is the board expansion one. This one, what is the problem there? The board seems to infinitely be expanding every frame. Okay, it's excited. Okay, I'm going to text my brother and see what he's doing. Want to come over and help me test the game? I need someone to play it with. Okay. So let's see what it did. Let's try it. So it's going to update its tests. Oh, no, something didn't work. Hopefully it can see that it didn't work and maybe fix it. So board expanded from 3x3 to 4x4. Okay, so let's move that to background. I see the issue. Still expanding the board multiple times. Modifier is being applied. Okay. Test again. Okay, it says it's fixed. Let's test that theory. All right. Here we go, regular game. Oh, wins. No, we didn't get it. Okay. Let's test it with diagonal only. Okay, so these should not win. X could win still. Not anymore. It's a tie. Oh, we didn't get the expanding one. So what happens if we get this twice? So X can still win. Okay, here, board expansion. Ooh, look at that. And now, let's first test. Oh, is it? It's not 3 in a row anymore. Oh, it's 4. That's cool. Another board expansion does not stack. That's fine. Okay, let's test. You cannot get it. I see. Yeah. So that means our number in a row for a win condition is checking already is dependent on the board dimension. And we cannot win this game anymore, so it doesn't matter. Let's see if we can get, oh, the double move. All right, double move works. And we add the, I see, so active modifiers, these only get added one time, but next we want them to stack. So let's just finish this quickly. Oh, that's right. We don't have any diagonals anymore. Okay. Random adjacent. Oh, that's not working, is it? Oh, or maybe, yeah, it should always, the random adjacent should always do 2 of the same. Whoa, we got 3 with 1 click. Oh, it is stacking. Random adjacents does stack, but not the others. And it's recursive as well. That's interesting. Okay, let's see if we finish the last round, what happens. Nobody got a diagonal. Yeah. Cool. Well, this is really working well. I don't have anyone to play it against, but it's okay. This is a 30-minute video already. So I think we're gonna end it soon, and this, I really want to continue this game to see how far we can take it. Before I forget, I just want to, what was the one thing I wanted it to fix? Was, oh yeah, stacking for board expansion. Can we have, okay, these are working well now. Good job. Can we have the, let's do accept all so far. import expansion mods, and what are the other ones that should stack? Extra move. Also, so there's, and then the random adjacent mod seems to already stack in a recursive way, but I would like it to only stack the chance of placing a random adjacent, but by default, but the base version of this mod will not place the extra if it would have overwritten an old move. Okay. So I think this type of work I asked it to do here, these fixes should be relatively simple and quick. So it's really done a lot of the heavy lifting in the first couple prompts we gave it, which were to create the foundation for this game and then to debug it and get it to a point where it's working and extendable and testable. It even wrote its own tests, which I was really impressed with. So now what did it do here? Okay, it's trying to do these updating. Update game logic, handle stacking. Double move, it's multiple instances. We update game logic to handle multiple double move modifiers. Update switching logic to handle multiple double moves. Test, verify. Okay, it's already updating its own tests again. I think that is crazy. That is really useful. Test for random adjacent. Awesome. You know, I have my own test, so if its tests are good and they match with my test, that's awesome. I think it can kind of figure out whether or not its tests are good based on my feedback too. Sure. Okay, it said all its tests passed, which is so cool actually, because yeah, it updating its own tests is really smart. Even if they don't work perfectly, it can update its tests based on my feedback. That is so cool. All right, it's updating the README too. And now I get to test it. It thinks it's done everything perfectly, which maybe it has, or maybe it's done pretty well. Let's see here. So it's going to start with the win. Let's do a board expansion first. Let's test. That works. Double move. So is board expansion going to work twice? It does. Okay, now random adjacent. So if we go here, there's going to be a good chance that it won't expand. It did. It did. So, okay, can we make it not expand? So this should be a very low chance here that it. Okay, so it's not working quite the way I think it should. Okay, yeah, so that's a nuance. We can have it fixed, I think, later. But so now it'll do always, it'll stack 2 random adjacents, and I want it to also put a counter with the modifiers to show which ones have been stacked. Okay, so now it's also doing the recursive version of adjacents. Otherwise, it would never be able to do that. Yeah, so it didn't quite understand what I meant. Oh, that one only did 2. Ah, because it got stuck, I think. All right, so now we should get 2 moves for X, 2 moves for O. Okay. Expand the board again, getting a bigger and bigger board. So I wonder if this game is actually fun already. I can't tell because I don't have anyone to play it with. Diagonal only already on. I'm not sure if it was already on. So, okay. Can we get 3 moves in a row? So if diagonal only is on, then no one can win already, which is unfortunate. But that's how it is. So there's a lot of ties going on. Okay, I think this is enough for today. Really impressed with that smooth setup for cursor, and yeah, kind of blown away by how well it did with coding all of this. And I didn't read any of the code, pretty much. I didn't have to. I could just take the game design document that I'd already been working on for a while and have it make it, basically. Crazy. Thanks for watching. I think I'll be doing a lot more of these now.